Welcome to Play in School TV, episode 20. I'm Rich Prado. In today's episode, I'm scolding parents and coaches. Yes, college coaches want to hear from prospects. No, college coaches don't want to hear from parents. But that doesn't mean that parents and coaches should just throw the kids to the wolves. So I always talk about the parallels between the recruiting process and a job search. But here's the thing, these kids have never looked for work. They have never been through a real job search. So while it's not mom and dad's job or their coach's job to do the kids' work for them, a little bit of support can go a long way to helping the kid in their recruiting process. But you guys have to talk about the process and you have to lay out a strategy. Make a plan. So that leads me to the text that I just got from a D1 recruiting coordinator. So I'll cover the name so you don't see who it's from, but you can see it's a real text from a real coach. There's a little language in here, but I want to read it to you. Not sure if you ever address this, but one thing in emails that needs to stop is the line, quote, "I have some updated video if you would like to see it, ... unquote. Just include the effing video," from the text. So I responded back. I wanted to make sure we were on the same page. I thought I knew what he was talking about, but I wanted to make sure. So I respond. To clarify, email 1 says, "I have some video if you want it." Then if the coach says yes, they're going to send a follow-up email including the video. His response was yes. My response was, these kids need to download my cheat sheet. I'll make sure I link to it again so that parents can read through that with their kid. That should be required reading at this point, almost like a homework assignment. So first, I want to commend that particular prospect for taking the time to be proactive and communicate with this college coach on his own. I applaud that. He should get a pat on the back. He's doing the right things. The problem is he's missing some nuances that are really important. So it's like this. You would never email a potential employer and tell them how interested you are in a particular opening and tell them how excited you are about a particular opening and not include your resume. That's like, hey, I'm interested in this job, but not interested enough to actually send you my resume. So, thanks. Come on. This is not difficult. The recruiting process is not rocket science, but before you start, you need to put a plan in place, and then you need to work your plan. So, again, I want to commend that particular prospect for being proactive, communicating with the coach, actually having video, but missing that small nuance of including that in his communication is a big deal. It's such a big deal that I have coaches texting me that it's a big deal. So it's a big deal. If you're a parent or the coach of a travel ball organization, or a high school coach for that matter, and you would like to talk to somebody about putting together a plan for their kids' recruiting process, email me or call me. Contact me some way. My cheat sheet for emailing college coaches is not the entire plan, but I implore you, download it, read through it with your kid, take a look at it. It's just one of the pieces of the entire process. I feel like if this particular kid had read that information, he would have known how to include the video that he already has put together. That would have helped him. That would have saved that coach a lot of time. That would have saved the kid a lot of time. To end this, I'm just going to say it one more time. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Make sure you follow me on all my social media at Play in School. Can't wait to see you at the field. Thanks.